Okay, bacon. That's what we're going to be doing now, is working on 2016. We finished 2015, so only makes sense to go to 2016 if I can figure out how to get there. All right, so the way I had been doing it was by pulling up the 2015 mod and doing that. And what we also have is run AOC. Run AOC just picks a day. So this means that we're going to now have to change this code to also have an array of different different possibilities, because we have this AOC 2015. We're going to have to add an AOC 2016 and start working on it that way, and then have an array that we can select from. And our argument then becomes the year and the day. So that'll be the first thing to do, is get the infrastructure up and running so we can actually start solving problems. So let's do that. Mod AOC 2016, and then use AOC 2016 : star, and then just similar to the way we have similar to the way we have the other one, right? We have this thing here where we just create a bunch of different AOCs and then run the one we want. Here, I think what we're going to do is create an array of pointers to functions. So let's see if we can actually do that. Let v equals vec bang, run 2015, and run 2016. And they'll both have the same function signature. So before we compile, make dir source bin run AOC 2016, and then we'll just create a mod file in there which has a function similar to this, which takes in one argument of the selector and returns nothing, and it's called 16, and then we have to grab the selector. For now, we just need that, and then we'll add the runner when we need it. Oops, so this gets written. That worked, I guess. Main. Oh. Did I fail to... Oops. I meant to nvim that. What did I do? How did I lose that? I don't know how I lost that. Mod AOC 2016, and then we'll use and : star, and we'll add the vector again. I didn't lose a lot, but that's kind of weird that I lost anything. On 2015, I run 2016. Okay, let's see if we can at least create that. It does. It does create a vector of selectors, of functions which take selectors. So then here we have arguments. And then so what we want to do is actually, instead of calling run 2015, what we want to say is runners.last.unwrap. Can I do it like that, or do I have to... let's find out. Something's not working right, because this would have... something would have complained somewhere. Cargo run. Why is this saying this? Oh, that's right, because I was fiddling around with this. And I want to undo that. Get status. So let's undo the changes to that. Get diff this. Yeah, let me undo these changes. Git checkout this. Computing. Okay, so now, yeah, now we have this. If expected slice found an array of 2 elements. Why was it expecting a slice? Let's find out. 28. Oh, now this, oh, I have to wait for it to build. Why is it saying this? Found struct box selector 2, standard alloc global, but expected box fn selector. Why aren't these the same thing? I guess that's my question. Because this should be a vec. Okay, well, let's see if we can force it to be that. Vec. Let's just copy that. What was that again? I can just copy this like this. And then maybe it'll work. Okay. And now which isn't work. Okay, so that's good. We're getting closer. Source bin run AOC 2016 mod. Okay. Now, after that, now we have to select the year here. So we can say if let okay year equals args1 dot parse usize. We can say year equals year else println or eprintln invalid year args1, and then we'll do standard process exit 1 semicolon, and then let day equals if let okay day args2 dot parse usize. So the same thing, day else there. And now we can say what do we say? Runners of year minus 2015. And that'll panic if we put in a bad year. So we can validate the year here, right? If year is less than 2015 or year is greater than 2021, println year must be in range 2015, 2021. And we'll expand that to 2022 once December rolls around. Something's wrong. We'll find out. Okay, year minus 2015 dot. No, we don't even have to unwrap it. We just say selector 1 day. That's that one. Oh, we have to say if, yeah. And then this else is on this args. So now we want to do run 2015 all. We want to run all. So now we say for year in runners. Year, no, runners. Yeah, year all. Because this should be the runner. Yeah. And there's still something wrong. All right, let's find out what the problem is here. Which one is missing? So this opening brace matches this closing brace, and then this doesn't work. Yeah, that's right. Where's this one? Oh, that one's wrong. This one's right. This one is... Yeah, that's right. Because this should be in... Oh, no. If args is greater than 2, then do that. Oh, that's right. We were going to say if the year... If args1 equals all, then we do this. Else we do this. There, that's better. Okay, so now I don't want to hit all because it's going to take forever to run. All right, so I think that's the infrastructure in order to get different years to run. Let's see if I can do this. Cargo, run, release, 2015, 15. And let it rebuild. Okay, so that ran that. So I should be able to save 2016, 12, for example. And I couldn't run it because it doesn't exist. But at least it tried, right? And if I say all, it doesn't work. Okay, so let's fix that. Bin run AOC. So args of 1, args of 1 print running all. Let me try doing it over here. And see if that, at least we can see this. No, it's not even seeing that. Oh, that's if it's greater than 2. And so if args.len equals 1 and args of 1 equals all, else that. How's that? No, it doesn't like that. Yeah, okay. And we have another brace problem. Blue Smoke says, don't you have to run it like cargo run XXX 2015-15? I would if I didn't have it as the default binary to run. If I don't put it, if there's only one binary to run, then it understands, cargo understands which binary to run, and it just throws the all on there. Because I can say cargo run, oh, it's not going to work now because I just broke it. But let me fix this and then I can demonstrate. So we have the args. This works here. That matches that brace. And that matches, oh. So we have an extra one here. There we go. So now if I say cargo run release 2015, 15, it should run just that one. And that works. And if I say all, it still fails. And if I just run it without anything, then it panics. Index out of bounds on line 31. So, oh, right. That's why that was working. Failing. Because it has to be 2. Because there's the 0th argument of, all right, let's see if all works. Yeah, okay, so all works. We don't have to run them all. And then we can see if 2015 works, and then we can say 2016 works. And that should just print out nothing. Okay. And if I look here, do we do any error checking here? We don't. So if I said 2015, 26, we panic. Okay. So we should add a little code in here to say, check the size of the array. All right, so I think that's the basic infrastructure done. Blue Smoke says to pass arguments to your bin, you use dash dash, I think. Yeah, so again, if I said cargo run bin, and if I had more than one binary, I'd put the name here and then dash dash arguments, right? But because I have a default binary, I can just say cargo run release with no arguments, and it knows which one to run. It's automatically running that binary. So any argument I put here is going to be passed in to my binary without having to put the double dash there first. It's a feature. It's a convenience feature. So, oh, this got modified back. It should have been reset after I deleted the cargo tunnel. Let me remove it. Cargo build and cargo build release. So hopefully we can reset that, and then we'll check all of this in as infrastructure changes. Right. Let's take a look here. Get status. Yeah, okay, it's still modified. Wonder what changed. Oh, it updated CERT. Okay, fair enough. Git add cargo lock and source. Get status. Git commit -m set up infrastructure for 2016. Okay. And it failed. Oh, let's go over here. Run Clippy. Oh, look at that. That's an interesting construct, 2015. Is that more or less easy to read than this? Which is easier to read? This line or this line? I argue that this line is easier. So I'm not sure why Clippy wants to do it. Oops. There. Clippy wants to do it that way, but all right. Very good. All right, I think we're ready to dive into day 20, year Advent of Code, year 2016, day 1. What do we got? No time for a taxicab. Send a sleigh uses a very high precision clock to guide its movements, and the clock's oscillator is regulated by stars. Unfortunately, the stars have been stolen by the Easter Bunny. Oh, right, this is the Easter Bunny year. Okay. This is Easter bunnies versus elves. Okay, you're airdropped into Easter Bunny headquarters. Okay, so I guess we're going to work our way towards the inner sanctum of the Easter Bunny headquarters. Start at the given coordinates, face north, and follow the sequence, turn left or right, and then walk forward. Number of blocks ending at a new intersection. Following R2, L3. So if we're facing north, we turn right, we go 2 east, and then left goes 1, 2, 3 north, and 5 blocks away, right? Right 2, right 2, right 2 leaves you 2 blocks due south of your starting position. Okay, so returning. Okay, so everything is a relative coordinate. All right, so first things first. Let's see if we can remember how to do this without. So 2016 mod. And what I'll do is I'll pull up 2015 mod for reference, because all I do here then is runner, selector, and then in here, mod AOC 2016-01, and then use AOC 2016-01, colon star. And then down here, we'll create a let me day 01 equals AOC 2016-01 new. And then below that is the array of days. So this is something that we can refactor to get this to be more generic, so we can share this code between days, and then it's basically this identical block of code, right? That's all we need. And because this doesn't exist yet, now we need to create it. (2016) day 01. And now we should get this to build. Oh. Okay, I can fix that right here. I think I can just do that without it changing everything on me. And then we need to fix the which. Good, and if I hit run, it should run that one. 2016 day 1, unsolved, unsolved, perfect. All right, I think we're on a roll here. So first thing we need to do is get the input. Let's see if this thing still works, or we'll have to do it by hand. Did I say 01 or just 1? Oops, I don't think that's right, but let's find out. This says it's just one line long. It might be just one line. 404 not found. Okay, so, oh, I'm not logged in. Okay, hang on, I gotta log in. Let me do that over here. I'm logging in through GitHub. Okay. I'm logged in. Oops. Well, that's annoying. Okay. Apologies. Okay, now I'm logged in. Let's take a look at the puzzle input. Oh, it is only one line, and it is a single one. Okay, not an O1. Okay, so does it work now? It still says 404 not found. Oh, because okay, I'm gonna have to fix that bug. Yeah, okay, we have the data, right? 5214 ends 5214. It starts as 25552. 25552. Okay, I think we have the correct data. So we just need to move it input. Right, 2016-1 to 2016-01 to overwrite that. Git status, git add input, git commit -m 2016 day 1 input. And make sure that there's a train in the background. Okay, so now we should be able to just read this in, parse it, and compute it. So the first thing we do is, in our runner, which is here, we have a parse function. So we just read the line. That line is equal to AOC lib read lines input /2016-01.text. And we'll just grab the 0th line of that, and that should just be a string, and it is. Okay, and then we just need to split it up and say whether we're doing right or left. So we're going to have instructions. Let's put it down here, like I like to do. Okay, so instruction, enum instruction is going to be a left of an I-32 or a right of an I-32. And that's all we're going to do. And we're going to split on for inst equals line dot split comma space. And we should be able to look at the first character and then parse the second character. I'm going to assume, and based on the input here, if we say cat, yeah, let's take a look at it again. They're all single digits, right? Oh no. Tricky. There's a couple of non-single digits. Okay, so we just basically split it on, or look at the first character is in left or right, and then we can parse the number after that. So let dir is equal to inst chars 0. We can't do that. Int star is next. Unwrap. Oh, doesn't like that either. Let's see what the complaint is. Oh, for error. Now it's a stir. That's a char. Okay, so that's going to be left or right. And then we just need to get the substring of inst from 1 on. Rust string split at. Oh, that's right. There's a split at that we can say. That's the split as a result of the string. But if we go here, oh, that's a mod. No, I just want the stir. Here we go. Split at. Okay, yeah. And the mid is just going to be 1. So that'll be it. So let dir equals inst.split at 1. And that's going to be a tuple dist. So match dir. If it's an R, then we're, oh, the dist, we can say let dist equals dist.parse i32.unwrap. And in R, we're going to say, we'll add here a vec of the instructions. Like that. And we'll just say self.inster.push instruction right dist. And if it's L, then it's left dist, and anything else is going to be panic, invalid, or corrupted input file. There we go. Super simple. And then at the end of this, I just want to print it out just to see what it looks like. You can print it like this, debugging it out, which means we have to add debug to this. And just say self inster. All right, let's see how close we are. Oh, inster vec new. Still doesn't like that. Oh, because I have to do quote double quotes. And then AOC move occurs. So we can do that. And there we go. So these are all the things. Do we have the multi? Yeah, so here's a write 79. There was a bigger one though, right? There's a 193. I don't see it. Here it is, 193. Okay, so that works. So now for part 1, all we need to do is walk. Starting from a 0, 0 location, and then we can say what our current direction is. So enum direction, which is going to be north, south, east, and west. Eats. And then on direction, we'll have as a turn function. Turn left, self, turning a direction, and that's just a simple match of self, direction, let's do this. So we can do this, and then here. Great. I typoed that. Okay, and then, so this is basically just a left turn. and then we'll do the opposite for right turn. So direction north returns, if we're turning left from north, we're going west. Turning left from south, we're going east. If we're facing east, we turn left, that's north. And if we're turning left from west, south. Okay. Like that. And then we have a turn right. And then we can just call these as we're walking through the parse data. So turning right from north goes east. Turning right goes west. So it's just basically flipping these guys. How's that built? Almost. We're not using it yet, but let's use it here. So let mut x equals 0, let mut y equals 0. These are the coordinates that we're going to be at, and then we just have to return the Manhattan distance of where we are. Oops. So now we just say for I in self inster, match I, if it's instruction, right? Oh, we have to get the direction. Oh, because we need a current direction. Let mut dir equals direction north. So if we're turning right, then we want to get our current direction is going to be dir equals dir dot turn right. And then we're going to move. But we can do that in a separate step, right? And then left. Let dist equals and then this just returns a dist. Like that. Yeah, that parses. Okay. So then once we've gotten the distance, yep, okay, then all we need to do is move based on what direction we're facing. Match dir. If we're facing north, direction north, southeast and west, like that. Then it's x plus equals, oh, north is x minus, minus equals dist, x plus equals dist, y minus equal dist, oh no, plus. Oh, this is y. What am I doing? It doesn't matter as long as I'm consistent, but it might matter for part 2. So let's get it right. That's the end of the for loop, and then our distance is basically x dot abs plus y dot abs. Right? It's just the Manhattan distance is our how many blocks away we are. And that failed because I forgot a comma. What else? We can't do abs on ambiguous numeric type. So we can just make it explicit, I32. We still have a warning. Oh, because we're not using turn left. Thank you, Rust, for letting me know. I missed this copy-paste failure. So this is saying we're 181 away. That's the answer there. Let me get rid of this other output because that's not helping anymore. And let's see if 181 is the right answer. It is. Look at that. Okay. So git status, git add source, git commit -m 2016, day 1, part 1. Not too bad. I'll take that. What's part 2? Then you notice the instructions continue on the back. Oh, it's actually at the first location you visit twice. For example, if your instructions are this, your first location you visit twice is 4 blocks away, due east. How many blocks away is your first location you visit twice? Okay. So we can do that. Should we just, I mean, it's basically re-implementing the walk, which is kind of annoying, but stopping partway through. So we can actually have part 1 calculate it for us while we're doing it. We can say twice is equal to option XY. Actually, we don't have to. We can just say it's an I32, I32. And then just here, we can just say twice is 0, 0. And then here, we can create a hash set. Let visited is equal to hash set new. And then we can say if, oh, right, that's why I wanted to make it an option. Right. Let's make this an option. That way, because I can say if it's none and we visited it twice. So visited dot contains XY. Then we end self twice is none. And visited contains then self twice equals sum XY. And then we insert visited, insert XY. And then all we have to do here is say create output. Oh, we can just destructure it here. Let sum XY equals self visited x.abs plus y.abs. And that blew up. Expected a type. Oh, this has to be a sum. Really? But it's just I32, I32. Oh, because I put a colon there. That's dumb. And hash set not found, standard collections. There we go. I'm confused. Oh, collect. There we go. Unknown field. Oh, it's not self-visited, it's solved twice. And this needs to be a tuple. Unwrap. Oh, this should be if let sum. And then we need to return else create output no solution found. And we forgot to make this mutable. Wow. So many problems. 0. Okay, so that's wrong. Oh, right, because I want to put this none. That was really dumb. $185. Can try it. That's not the right answer. Your answer is too high. Okay. Let's see what we could have gotten wrong. So we create a new hash set. We can say if twice is none. In other words, we haven't found it. Haven't found a place we visited twice. And the array, the hash set contains the location we are. Then we'll set this. Then we want to make sure we insert So the next time we visit, the contains will be true. Blue Smoke says, so you need to track the XY you visited and stop when the coordinates match an existing location. A perfect use of option. Yeah, it seems like a reasonable approach, right? But it's not working, so we have a problem. We can print out, let's say println found XY as first visited location and see what it says. I mean, what's 108 plus 77? It's 185. So I don't know. And 185 is too high. So obviously there's a place we can visit sooner. And we only what I was worried about is maybe there's some bug in detecting, and we were putting it in multiple times, but it looks like it's. You know what I didn't do is I didn't insert a visited of 0, 0. I don't know how that would make a difference though, because we're still gonna. Zero U I32 0 I32. Yeah, that wouldn't make a difference. Huh. So we're able to do this part A correctly. This was supposed to be an easy one, right? Where you just get the solution. And just to see that you've got your environment set up and everything like that. So this wasn't supposed to be hard, but apparently this is harder than I thought. Or I'm missing something vital here. Let's take a look again. How many blocks away is the first location you visit twice? It's saying if you go right 8, which is east 8, and right 4, which is south 4, right 4. Oh, it's where we intersect. Ah. Aha. So it's not like where's your endpoint. It's all the positions in between. Okay. So that means we do want to basically re-implement this whole thing here in part 2. Because we want to do each one of the entries here. So instead of putting this here, and we can put this here. And then we get this here. And now we still want to do all of this, but we want to modify it a bit. And now we don't need twice as part of the structure because we don't need to save it between things. We get rid of that. We get rid of this line here. We get rid of these lines here. Okay. So now we have to go, we have to return an X delta and a Y delta. So for each time we get a new location, we want to basically draw a line, so to speak, between the old location of XY and the new location of XY. Okay, we can do that. Say old X, old Y is equal to XY. And then we can compare the two. So, and then we can stop as soon as we found one. So we don't need to do this business either. We can just say if OX is not equal to X, that means we moved in the X direction. Oh, and we could be moving east or west. So we need to step the correct way. Whoa. All right, so maybe we put that in here instead of doing it this way. So if we're going north, then we want to say for Yes. Let end equals y minus dist while y, and we're going north, so y is greater than end. And we want to subtract 1 from y minus equals 1. If visited contains xy, then we're done. Break outer. Otherwise, we're going to say visited insert xy, and we're done with that. And then we have to implement each one of those. That's awkward. There's got to be a better way. Let end equals y plus dist, and we just do the same logic. Except y is less than n, y plus equals 1. Blue Smoke says, I think you need to check each coordinate along the path. Yep. Yeah, based on this. I didn't read this thing properly when I did it. But that's kind of annoying. It'd be nice to have a sort of a generic solution. Let end equals x plus dist, while x is less than end, x plus equals 1. If visited contains, oh, we can actually, yeah, visited contains xy, break outer, insert xy, and then we do this one for here and flip the directions around. So this is minus, this is greater than, and this is minus. And this is going to fail. I can just tell. And then what we do here is say create. This is the instructions, right? So then in create output, x.abs plus y.abs. And now what did we get? 140. Well, it's a different number. And it's lower. And it's the right answer. How can we clean this up, though? There should be a way to just, say how, the start and the end, the increment. Yeah. But then we need to be able to figure out whether we're doing it for the x coordinate or the y coordinate. Let's see. Maybe we can do this. If we say match dir direction ::north, then we can set the x delta. So let x delta, delta x, delta y, and end equals. So all now we need to do for north is 0, -1, and y minus dist. Direction south is equals 0 plus 1 and y plus dist. Direction east. Oh, the reason I was hesitating just then, because how do we do the comparison? Direction west, and it's -1, 0, and x plus dist. Sorry, x minus dist. If we do that, then we can say while, and then we have to do this comparison. I'm just going to put that word in there for now, and we can just say x plus equals xd, delta x, y plus equals delta y, if, and then we can do if visited contains xy, and break. Otherwise visited insert xy. So now the question is, what's the comparison here? How do we know if we're comparing X or Y? And which way did we compare? How do we know? Oh, we can just say dist. We can just keep doing it for, yeah. So we don't actually need that. We just need delta X and delta Y, and we just run it that many times through the loop. Right? So we can just say for something in 0.dist, we do that. Okay, let's see if this works. Does it come up with 140? Expected integer found I32. Okay. It does. Okay, that's a lot better. That's a lot cleaner, I think. We're still duplicating some code in figuring out the instructions and stuff like that. So maybe we can handle that inside instruction. Impl instruction. And we can pass in the direction that we're facing, and then it can turn left or turn right. And we'll call it, I don't know, aim. Self. And in current direction. And this will return a direction and a distance. So match self, instruction, left. We'll return current direction, turn left. Oh, instruction left, and then we have the same thing for right. And this should, oh, it doesn't build. Oh, I have to give it a thing, direction. Like that. And these need to be starred. And these need to be methods, not fields. Now it's not being used, so now we just say in part 1, we don't have to say let dist equals blah blah blah. We can just say new dir comma dist is equal to I.aim dir. And then we can just say dir equals new dir. That's a little awkward too. I wonder if there's a better way to do that. Can I do this? Oh, I don't know. I don't think I can do this. Oh, now it's saying help remove this. So this must be shadowing. Yeah, I can't assign that way. But I can do that. And it still says 181. So that's the good news. And this is a lot cleaner. And now we can do the same thing over here. Let new dir comma dist is equal to I.aim dir. Dir equals new dir. There, and that's 140. Perfect. Okay, so this is cleaner in that it's a little bit of duplicated code. 2 lines of it, but then this is unique to part 2 and this is unique to part 2, and this is unique to part 1. So I think it's better. I'm going to argue that it's better this way. Yeah, all right, let's call that a day. Git status, git add source, git commit, 2015-16, day 1, part 2, and some light refactoring. How's that? So that means we should have enough time to do day 2, right? Let's see.